Good morning all. Welcome back to IT class. So this is our fourth video class for chapter 1 and hope you all clear previous class topics, and if you have any doubt you must contact me. Then some of you have asked one doubt that whether you should copy down the notes which I am showing at the end of my presentation. The answer is yes, because you didn't get your textbook from the school. So until that you should copy down the notes in your notebook. So at the end of my class using PPT presentation I am showing each and every notes or each and every activity wise description and definition. So you should copy all the steps of all the activities and all the definitions in your notebook. Until you get your textbook from your school, you should copy down the notes in your notebook. Okay, so shall we start today's session? In the previous two classes, you have already learned about these topics. What is the difference between two images, raster image and vector image, and also three activities, how we can draw a saucer of a teacup in Inkscape window. Then in the previous class, we have discussed about two other activities, how we can group two or more images into one, and also how we can draw a teacup. So in today's session, you will learn about other three topics. First activity is how we can fill the cup with tea. Then next activity is grouping cup and saucer. You have already learned that topic, how we can group the pictures. Then the last activity is how we can give or how we can provide steaming for the tea. So let's start today's session with the first topic, filling with tea. Open the previous work in Inkscape window. So by learning the previous two classes, I hope you are able to say this answer, how we can give or how we can fill this cup with tea. It is very simple. By using this create circle tool, just draw an oval shape above this cup. Just draw an oval shape, and by using selection tool, arrange this oval inside the teacup. Adjust the width and height like this. So here you can see an outline. Outline means stroke line, you can see. So we don't need this stroke or outline. So how we can remove this outline? By using fill and stroke option. So select this oval shape and go to object, fill and stroke. So we can avoid this outline or stroke paint. So select this stroke paint, and here you can see one option, no paint option. So click on this no paint, so that thus we can remove the outline or stroke line. Or suppose if you want to remove the fill color, so that we can use this fill option. Take the fill option, and here we can see no paint. So if you click on this, we can view it as a outline or stroke line. So if you want to remove the fill color, click on this no paint option in the fill tab. Otherwise, if you want to remove the outline of this picture, take the stroke paint option and give no paint. Stroke means outline, giving outline for a picture. So click on this no paint option and adjust this oval. So now we have drawn or we have filled this cup with tea. So this is what your first activity. It is a simple activity for filling the teacup with tea. Use the create circle tool and draw an oval shape above the teacup. Okay, hope you all understand this activity. So shall we move to next activity? What is the next activity? Next activity is grouping this cup and saucer. How we can group two or more images? Click on the selection tool. Simply select this picture, and the picture must include in one selection. So like this, click and drag, and then go to object, group option, so that we can make this image into one. Okay, so next activity is giving steaming or provide steam to this tea. So for that we have to use one tool called calligraphic brush tool. So this is what the tool. By using this tool we can draw three steaming lines. Okay, so take this tool and select the suitable color from the color palette Then start drawing 3 lines like this, like steaming. Okay, then what we have to do is we can make this color a blur shade. So for applying this steaming lines a blur shade, we have to group this lines together. So for that, click on the selection tool, and then now we can see that only one steaming line got selected. So in order to make all the steaming lines together, just select all the 3 lines and then go to what object, group option, then group this steaming lines together, and now we can apply blur color, blur option. Select object, fill and stroke option. In the fill option, here we can see one tab called blur. So increase the blur color like this. So now we have provided, or we have applied steaming for this teacup, and after all this activity we can make this together into one image. So by using selection tool, select all this images together and go to object, group option. So now this image, we have made this image together into one. Okay, so this is what your next activity. Now we have discussed about the first activity, what filling this cup with tea, and the next activity is providing steaming lines by using calligraphic brush tool. So this is what the 2 activities in today's class. Okay, let's summarize today's class. Now I'll show the notes for today's session. So all of you should take your notebook and you all must take down the notes. So the first activity is filling with tea, and the steps to be followed are: the first step is draw an oval just below the top of the cup, then fill it with suitable color of the tea, select the color from color palette, and then what, remove stroke paint or remove outline of the oval. Then last step is arrange this oval along with others in its proper place, and finally group all these images into one by using object group option. So this is what the stepwise description of how we can fill the teacup with tea. So you should take down the notes. And then next activity was providing steaming for this teacup. So for that, draw 2 or 3 vertical lines above the teacup using calligraphic brush tool. Then select all these 3 lines into, or group all this together into one by using group option. After that, give them a suitable color from the color palette. Then modify them using the blur tool. So select the blur tool from the fill and stroke option and then increase the blurriness. After that, group all these images. So this is what the 2 activity which we have discussed today. Hope all of you understand today's class. Let's wind up today's session. We'll see in the next class. Thank you and have a nice day.